Hey yo, niggas, that's what's up.
Hey yo, did you steal the car? Did you steal the car? You see,
if this is what love feels like, I'll stay for the ride. Yeah, we can have a good.
So, a question I had, I don't know if I ever asked you this or not, but what inspired you to start creating music?
Okay. uh, so it wasn't like because I've always been like making music. It was never my dream to make music, mind you. But I've always been making music when I was younger. Before I started rapping, I used to like compose a lot of original piano pieces. So at the time, I'd like do symphonic arrangements, like with the strings and stuff on like MuseScore. I think that's what it was called. And I just make like piano compositions because a lot of the artists I used to look up to before was like Chopin and Franz Liszt. And like one time, this was in high school actually, I believe, so 10th grade. So not that long ago. There was this group of people that came to my school and they were like, oh, we're doing this rap competition and you can win like $5,000 worth of stuff. I saw it as like you could win $5,000. So I was like, hey, if it's a $5,000 from a rap competition, I might as well do it. And I did it with like, it was like me and my best friend. We just signed up for it because it's like, hey, let's just, do some shit. Like, when you and your homies do like side quests and shit.
Yeah.
And so this one was kind of like that. Oh, let's do this little side quest. It can't hurt. And then eventually, like my homie stopped coming, but like I was like very consistent with it. And then I did the competition. I won, and then I found out that I was better than everyone else there as a beginner, and that a lot of people, a lot of the adults, they were like, "Yo, you're so good. You got this mad potential." Da da da. I just essentially liked hearing them telling me that I was good and seeing that I was better than everyone. I was like, how far can I take this? And that was essentially what made me start. And then, the deeper I went into it, the more of an appreciation I had for it. But initially, it was just like some shit I wanted to try out. I wasn't really ever interested in it.
Mm, okay. So while we're still in the early career stuff, I just wanted to ask, um, how was it whenever you worked with Tracy Lotus and ALM on the song Late Night? How'd that go? How was that process?
It's weird because like I met him, ALM, actually, because I was like, this was the very beginning of like the character. This was like early 2024, right? And I was like thinking, okay, like I gotta network with niggas because at this time I was still like what, like 200 monthly listeners. Not a good fan, not a like no traction, nobody knew me. So I was like, okay, I guess I gotta start networking, right? And so it was on a Discord server, right? I can't exactly remember the server. I've left it long ago, but it was on a Discord server. And I seen this dude posted, yo, I need artists for this album I'm working on. And it was ALM. And so I was like, hey, bet. And so I reached out to him on Discord and, we're just talking. And he offered the late night song. I didn't know who Tracy was. He actually, I've never even spoken to Tracy actually. He just told me about this artist that he's got on, like he's working with, and he sent me the song, the beat to the song, and I rapped on it. And then this was in March 2024. I rapped on late night, and then I sent it to him, and then like that was the last I ever heard of it. I didn't even think he was gonna release it until like later in the year he dropped it. I was like, oh shit, cool. But yeah, that was essentially it.
Yeah, honestly, it was a fire song, and
Thank you.
you're welcome. Yeah, I really like that song personally. Um, and just getting to learn what came from what like where it came from is really nice. Um, anyway, so um, tying into that, are there any producers or rappers you'd like to shout out that maybe helped you get to the level of fame that you are at right now?
Any rappers that I like to shout out?
Yeah,
I don't really do a lot of collaboration, so I'm not really sure. Uh I guess like one guy I'll shout out though is like my homie Taj. And like he's a rapper in himself. He does like hyperpop shit, but it's like he essentially motivated me to like start posting like my consistently promoting myself on socials and everything. Cause like I initially was like, I don't know, like I used to be one of them niggas that was like, I don't know, socials, it ruins the art, it's da 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 da, I was essentially felt this level of, you know, everything must happen like to me because of me, but it's like he essentially just opened my eyes and seeing that, yo, if you don't go after what you want, it's not going to come to you. Like it's not just going to fall on your lap. Success, and especially in music, and each day it just dawns on me like, you know just because you make good music doesn't mean you will be successful. There are a lot of great musicians that are unsuccessful, and there are a lot of trash musicians that are successful. I see it as it's not talent doesn't mean everything. Talent is like 50% of the game. The rest is just how you market yourself, marketing, and just consistency. And so he opened my eyes to that fact. And it wasn't until I started promoting my music consistently, then I actually started seeing success. And that was how like, Son of the Morning blew up on YouTube, and essentially the rest is history. So yeah, shout out to Taj.
yeah. I mean, okay. So, um, you brought up Son of the Morning. Honestly, um, Son of the Morning, I would say possibly one of the most out of pocket songs you've ever created. Um, but like, so, um, with tracks like Son of the Morning or like November Freestyle, you say some very crazy things, if I can find any way to describe it. And
Um, eh,
what are the purpose of those? Are they like are they possibly a callback to the character Lil Twin?
a little twin. Who was little twin? I'm lost in my own lore.
Well, first ever video you made on your YouTube channel was a Lil Twin interview.
Oh my goodness, the little twin interview. Uh, shit. No comment on that. I'm not going to that. Plead the fifth.
So both Young Right Now and Rama Young with Akon is out now on Spotify.
All right. So Jojo,
Yes.
has hip hop affected you in a positive way? And if so, how do you plan on repaying the culture with your next album?
Holy shit. Okay. Uh, fuck. I don't. Okay. Has hip hop affected me in a positive way? I'd say yes. I can't really think of anything negative that has come from me being in hip hop. Has hip hop, how has hip hop affected me positively? I guess I discovered the art form of hip hop. I discovered that it is more than just a rap on a beat. And how do I plan on repaying the culture? I I don't know. Is there something the culture needs?
I'd say a new rapper
Because
that can
I
take
don't
over the
know.
game.
I don't know. I feel like that's like, nigga, I'm just starting out, gang. I'm not. I'm still trying to find my lane, not to talk of repaying the culture. I don't even know what my lane is yet. So, so I don't know. I guess for the next album, and for the albums moving forward, I just continue to evolve, continue to form, shape a sound that I'm trying to work on, and continue to force myself to, try and innovate within myself and within my own abilities. And if that happens to push the culture forward, well, that's something good that comes out of it. But yeah, nah, I'm just here to make music and create what I like. But that's a very that's putting a lot of pressure, man. Like, I haven't been in this shit for too long. The fuck you mean paying the culture? Like, bro, if you were asking Kendrick, I'd understand. Like, or if you were asking Kendrick, Kanye, fucking Pusha T or Tyler, I'd be like, hey, I understand. Like, bro.
Well, to be fair, that was a direct quote from the Lil Twin interview.
Oh my
um,
goodness. You know what? Props to you. Props to you. I ain't even know. It's been so fucking long since I made that video.
yeah, okay, so another question I had was, where did the bunny glasses come from? You wear them a lot, and
Yeah.
I'm just wondering, do they like tie into you as an artist now, or
I mean, hey, if that's if hey, possibly. I don't know. Maybe. No comment on that.
Hmm.
I will leave it a mystery.
all right, um, and then also you being JoJo, but also being a completely different person. Well, probably not completely different because a lot of people like to express themselves through music, but um, how different is the rapper JoJo from you as a person?
Not that different. I'm gonna be honest with you, not that different. I think if you really want to know who I am as a person, the closest song of mine that you could probably get, three songs actually, I'd say, is Romance, Child's Play, and Rebirth. Those are like three songs that summarize me as a person. But most importantly, Romance and Rebirth, if you want to know me as a whole person. But Jojo is not that different from Joshua, me as a person. So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but hey, that's just my truth.
Yeah, okay. So you bring up romance and you also brought up you making symphonies and stuff in the past. Um and you were very talented in piano and stuff like that. Was romance like did you come up with that on the spot for that song or was that a reuse of some of the stuff you did in the past?
Uh Romance, actually, the concept of romance was like, it was like, the concept of romance, I made it in early 2023. The beat for romance, that one was kind of like a week before the project dropped. roughly. So I had the lyrics, I had three verses for Romance. They were written on a separate beat. And that was in 2023. And I wrote the song. And then, at the time, I was still learning how to produce and how to mix and master. So the song was ass, right? But I really loved what I wrote and I loved the concept behind it. So I just kept it. And then when the project was rolling around, and when I started like saying, okay, what songs can I add to this project? Then I saw Romance and I was like, hey, this kind of fits the theme for Romance Dawn that I was going along with. And yeah, I took that and I decided to create an entirely different beat. And I made a new beat to it. And that was what came with Romance. So I already had the idea for Romance before. I just never acted on it until the creation of the project.
Okay. Um. So another question with Romance Dawn is Fly Away. Um. I know you've already made a statement about this. Um. With the fact that it's kind of an interpolation of Bound to. Um. But I did notice that in the track itself, it uses the same synths from Kanye's unreleased song off Yeezus 2, I believe, Bound 1. Is that true?
I think so, yeah. Guess like I was looking for samples and I stumbled upon the song. It's Airplane by We, and essentially, like I could even pull up the FL Studio like project. It's literally just like the section of it looped. There's nothing like there was nothing too crazy about it. But like I really loved the way it sounded, and I knew it was already from the Bound one, but I really wanted to rap on it. And so I said, fuck it, and I rapped on it. That was it.
Hmm. Okay, so um I know that you bring up Kanye a lot whenever it comes to like what's inspired you um and things like that. Um but like what does Kanye as an artist mean to you?
I mean, uh, what do I say? I don't listen to Kanye as much anymore. Same goes with like a lot of artists I used to listen to. I don't really listen to him as much. I used to listen to Eminem a lot, because in the beginning stages, right? Like when you just start rapping, you're still trying to like figure out, okay, what type of rap you want to do, which lane do I want to go. At first, it was Tupac. I was really fucking with Tupac, and I would like write raps in the style of Tupac, and then it was Eminem. I really fucked with his like multisyllabic rapping, I guess. So I try to do a lot of that, and in the very beginning stages of my career, essentially it was like I was focused on more so the lyrical aspect. I'd even delve into a lot of Kendrick stuff. Although Kendrick was just somewhere where I was like, nah, I'm not gonna touch this for a while. But then when it got to Kanye, and although I don't listen to him as much anymore, it's still like I still forever say like, he has a very special place in my heart, better than anyone like Tyler or even any other artist. It's that when I first heard Kanye, he was essentially the first artist that, number one, allowed me to figure out which path of music production I want to take. And number two, allowed me to understand the importance of good production in the sense of that. And this is an arena, a path that I took, and whether people agree with it or not, it's a very subjective thing. But I strongly believe that production matters a lot more than your technical ability. And I'm not just talking about the production of a beat per se, but the production of a song, like uh how to make sure a song sounds good, right? Because a lot of upcoming rappers, they tend to focus, and especially in hip hop, this is mostly in hip hop, they tend to focus more on the technicality of their rapping, and they ignore everything else. I was even with my mentor, the one who taught me how to rap. It's like some people, some rappers, they just all they can do is rap good, but you can't make a good song. And a lot of listeners, whether they like it or not, if the beat is trash, a lot of the times they're not gonna stick. So it's like trying to find this balance of how to write good raps and have a good song. And Kanye was essentially the first artist that made me, discover that. So the first song of Kanye I discovered was True the Wire. I listened to that. I was fucking with that. And then I got to My Beautiful Dark Twisted, and like everything changed. I was like, whoa, right? So that's the type of influence Kanye holds, where it's like, his production, like, and everyone knows this. Kanye is not the greatest lyricist, right? But when it comes to making a song, right? I'd rather go to Kanye than Eminem, if that makes sense. Right? Because and it's not only just like making a song and making the beat sound good, but giving you an experience. And Kanye was the first rapper where I was like, oh, okay, he's actually giving us an experience rather than lyrics with a beat, if that makes sense.
Mm.
So that's a little bit of a yapping, but that was essentially what Kanye means to me.
All right. So, um, so in the video, it's called it's called Some Random. Um, you're playing piano, right? And there's a wall of
Yeah.
quotes behind you. Um,
There's a
and
long what?
a wall of like quotes and what I assume to be affirmations for yourself.
Oh yeah.
And I was just wondering, like, how does the quote "Everybody wants to go to heaven, but nobody wants to die" inspire you?
Oh, that. Damn, bro, you looking into my shit. Okay. Uh Everybody wants to go to heaven, but nobody wants to die. Essentially saying that, everyone wants success, but no one wants to do the hard work. That's what it means for me, essentially. So I keep those up there, and my bed is right opposite there. So I keep those there. So like when I wake up and like I see them shits, I'm like, damn, bro, gotta lock in. That's that's just what it means.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Then other thing I had to ask was, I'm pretty sure on one of your videos. Hold up, let me find it. I know, I remember seeing this. Um, there was a video. Um, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, yeah. I think it was Dreadheaded Rapper passionately works on camera. Crazy name, by the way. Um, I'm pretty sure because um, I'm pretty sure somebody asked you to be their godfather. It was Yankee, not Yankee. Somebody asked you to be their godfather at 10K streams, right?
Mm.
Did you ever follow up with that?
Yes, actually, I ended up, and like I can't really pull up the chat because it's been so long. But yes, I ended up following up with it.
That's fire. I mean,
Yeah, I got a kid somewhere now. I guess I'm a deadbeat.
Um. All right. Okay. So there's also a video on your YouTube channel called Well, it's the Look Up music video, right? Um.
Yeah, look up, chicka, 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 chicka. Yeah.
um. So with the song in general, um, what helped you come up with the idea for that song? Was it just something that you were doing for fun, or was it like,
Nah, that has okay, so I just got my setup. I had just gotten my setup for recording music, right? I like saved up like 2 months worth of money to get my setup and I just set it up. It looked all good and shit. I was like, hey, let me test this out. And I kid you not, Look Up was the very first song I ever recorded in my home studio. So I was like, let me test this out. And at the time, I was still learning how to make beats because, I this was like early 2023. I didn't know how to make beats. I didn't know how to mix master. But I made this one beat that the beat actually was inspired from and hopefully I'm getting this right, but it was inspired from Radar by Jid. And what I loved about the beat was just like the simplicity of it. It was like what an 808, a kick, a snare, and hi-hats. So I was like, okay, let me do something like that. But then I did it in a way where it's like it felt very unique to me. So I did it, I liked it, and I just essentially was like a freestyle. And yeah, that's how that came to be.
hmm, okay? So
And I showed my mom, she really fucked with it. Even after Romance Dawn dropped, she still says Look Up is my best song. So, hey, that's what's up.
yeah, honestly, your mom seems like a big inspiration to you, and I completely understand that.
Thank you.
But yeah. So um, with the with like, I know that you respond to your fans a lot. I know that you talk to your fans a lot because obviously I'm in your Discord server, and um, just like in general, how do you feel about your fans?
They just like me for real. That's all I gotta say. They just like me for real. They but in a more serious note, they're very motivating. They are very like me in the sense where it's like I don't feel very weird about some of the shit I do, because if I showed a lot of the niggas in my hometown, like if I showed them a song like Look Up or Rebirth, it's gonna be like, oh, what the fuck is this? Oh, this shit's so weird. Oh, like nigga, you weird, da 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 da. But if I show my fans, they're gonna be like, yo, this is the best song ever, you know? And like the type of shit I be doing, they be doing it too, albeit worse, but they be doing it and they be fucking with some of my shenanigans. Like I could release the thing about them is that I could release Rebirth and Child's Play on the same day, and they'd have that discernment of like, okay, which one that I actually locked in on, and which one where it's like, I'm just fucking around being myself. Where a lot of people can't. And also, one thing I really like about them that I notice a lot of fan base don't have is that a lot of fan bases, a lot of other artists' fan bases, I mean, they take themselves too serious. But my fan base, they know when to take shit seriously and when to know like, life really ain't all that serious. So that's what I like about them. Albeit I be seeing some of the Discord messages and I'm like, hey, I personally wouldn't say that, but that's what I like about y'all. Y'all can say what I can't say. So hey, props to y'all. But yeah, I fuck with them a lot.
Yeah. as one of your fans myself, whenever I first showed um, Romance Dawn as an album, around like Son of the Morning and just like some of the more um some of the more questionable songs in there, I was like, you just gotta trust me. I know he's joking around right now, but you gotta trust me. And then we got to around like the end where you get to um Monroe's theme and Monroe's interlude, and and Eno was just over here. I think he was about to cry,
Nah,
honestly. Um,
I just get
Shit.
tired.
Shit.
um, but yeah, I knew when to tell him like, hey, listen to this one. This one's good. This one's worth your time.
We ain't finna work at the mall.
But yeah, it's great to see that you have that connection with your fans.
Thank you. I mean, I see it as, yo, without them, like the shit I am doing and the shit I get to do would not be possible. So the least I could do is like show them that, I actually give a shit about what they have to say, and I actually like see their, love and support for me, especially as an underground artist where it could be kind of like difficult to really know if this is worth doing, but then just having this one-on-one experience with them, it allows me to see shit better. Because like if I didn't interact with them at all, and if I didn't like acknowledge them at all, then I wouldn't really understand the impact I have to a lot of them. So, also allows me to just understand more of the impact they have on me and my life. So yeah, I like to try and talk, have conversations. And some of them niggas is funny as fuck. I can't lie. But yeah.
um, Also, Jojo, just a question while we're on your fan base. Have you heard of people recently trying to trying to make diss tracks about you?
Yeah, I'm still waiting for the diss track actually. It was after I after I previewed New World Anthem. They're like, oh, we're gonna make a diss track. I'm still waiting for that diss track. Like I'm really dead ass. I wanna see that diss track.
Um, I will
I
tell
am
you.
so I am so ready for that diss track.
Well, okay, genuine question. If a diss track drops, will you respond?
Probably not. I'm not gonna lie, probably not. I don't got the energy to diss or someone else. I don't really got that energy for that. But hey, I mean, it depends. If it's like Kendrick level euphoria diss, then I'm kind of backed into a corner and forced to respond. But I doubt I will respond. I don't know. Or maybe I will, but it'll be like a Discord exclusive thing.
Mm,
So, but nah, I doubt it. I don't got the energy for that.
yeah, I'm in a group chat where they trying to diss you as a secret spy. Um,
There's no way
Mm-hmm.
you're.
Mm-hmm.
I've never sent them anything. I promise. I
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
they said they were gonna. I swear to God. Okay, they said they were gonna diss you. I said okay, let me in. And I'm gonna tell you this: the beat is horrendous, the vocals are horrendous, everything about it is horrendous.
Mm-hmm.
That just makes it beautiful. That just makes it. You can say it's like you can say it's look up inspired. To be honest, I don't know what you're talking about. Already sounds like it's gonna be a Billboard Hot 100 type track. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Mars. If
what's
I'm not
good?
mistaken, I do believe you were the one that said they should come up with it.
No, I never said that.
That's
Those words never.
crazy. So this
I'm
nigga a
pretty sure.
spy.
I'm pretty sure
You are a
you came
spy.
into
Ah,
my
bro.
DC
You
one day
playing
and said you
both
got a
sides.
bunch of people
I'm
to
so
try
glad
and
this
diss
shit is
him.
recorded.
Okay,
I'm
okay,
so
look,
glad this shit is
look.
recorded because you are a spy and a double faced bitch. Nah,
Hold
that's
up,
crazy.
hold up. Okay, I
Ah,
did do
bro.
that. Okay, I did do that.
Yup,
Bro,
I
I
trust
did
knew it.
me.
do that.
I
I
don't
did
trust
do
you. I'm gonna keep my silence now. I'm keep my silence.
that. I did do that. Okay,
Hey,
but
hey, thank you, Saif.
You're
I
welcome, bro.
appreciate that. I appreciate that info.
I did do that. Okay, but the thing is,
Uh,
the thing is, okay. After that, I had no part in the creative process. I promise you. Um, so I don't know why Eno's out here trying to snitch on me.
I mean, you
You know,
can't like, you can't be like trying to schedule an interview with them, then bring up the very thing you tried to that you started.
Thank you. He gets it.
well, hey, it's not like it's any actual hate. Nobody's
Mhm.
actually hating on you in the diss tracks. I promise.
You don't know that.
Mhm.
You
And
know,
I'm
the
supposed to believe you.
the most that they've ever said, even slightly bad, was they named the group. I ain't touch the group chat name. They
Mhm.
named the group chat JoJo More Like Hobo and put a dumb cover of you on it. I don't even I don't even know what that is for real. I've never seen that image in my life. They took your face and they drew over it with different colored pencils or something. um don't worry guys. I'm not a spy. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Jojo, please don't hate me again.
Oh, hate you, bro. You good?
Okay, good. Okay, so now that we're on the less serious topics, my other question was, you made a song called "I Just Robbed the Corner Store" in Gucci flip flops.
I
Yeah.
just dropped the corner store and Gucci flip.
You said whoever decodes the lyrics successfully, I'm gonna let you on the album before it drops, right?
Yeah.
Has anybody successfully decoded the lyrics? And if they have, did you did you let them in?
Hey man, I'm gonna just be a completely transparent right now since we're doing this interview. There are no lyrics. That I just robbed the corner store in Gucci flip flops. Actually, it's like contemporary abstract art. Really, the the meaning of the art itself is in the viewer's interpretation of it, right? So really, the correct lyrics are the lyrics you heard. Does that make sense?
Dude.
You know, this is like D1 level art, right? And I think that's the beauty, and like no other song I have made comes close to it, where it's like the art is your definition of it, right? And so this is why I like to tell a lot of people, like, I'm moving 5 steps ahead, right? I'm thinking 5D.
Mhm.
So yeah, really there are no lyrics, but there are lyrics to the song. So you know, yeah, that's my take on it.
All right. So sticking with the unserious stuff. Um, so there's also the rigor mortis freestyle, in which I get that's just a freestyle. Okay, I'm not gonna say anything about the lyrics, but I'm gonna say this: why is the image you decided to put on the freestyle of all images a random like a random meat canyon type drawing?
Hey, I'm not going to lie. When I pick images for my art, I pick the ones that like, you know, that turn me on slightly, and that one just did it for me. So I decided to use that. You know,
Okay.
I mean, hey, I'm gonna just be honest. You know, like niggas don't like honesty. I just like to be honest, bro. So that's why I picked that.
Oh, that's so tough.
Thank
Wait,
you,
Yeah, I think I'm gonna
thank
go
you,
get a drink.
thank you. I
hey.
appreciate it.
So then we got so
It's
then
me.
we have the great Son of the Morning lyric breakdown that you published. All right.
Yeah.
So I noticed that the intro specifically is like I believe it is a reference to Genius, if I'm not wrong.
Genius.
Maybe it's the wrong one. Maybe I'm thinking about the wrong one. It could be a different one. I think it's a different video. Okay. Something, maybe.
Nigga, that's
But
Dr. Umar. The fuck you mean?
well, no. I'm not talking about the beginning. I'm talking about like I, I don't even know like how to describe it for real. I kind of suck at this. Um, it was totally one of your videos though that like you put like a Genius editing style on top of it. I remember this. Just don't remember what video it was.
A genius style edit. I don't really know what you. I don't really.
It's
You gonna
whatever.
have to find it for me, bro.
It's whatever. Okay. Another question I had was, do you ever plan on recreating, like, whenever you get to performing in real life, do you ever plan on recreating "Son of the Morning" if it were performed in the hood in your actual performance?
Yeah, I'm gonna just be honest. I hope that don't happen. You know, but once I start performing, I mean, at like a grander scale, we could definitely do something as a fan base with some of the songs, like a little interactive thing. But
Yeah.
Son of the Morning, if it were in the hood, I really wouldn't want that to happen. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's better we keep that as a YouTube exclusive. You feel me?
I'm not talking like the thing gets shot up. I'm talking like how you were rapping during in that, right? Would you ever rap like that in real life if you were actually performing?
Depends. Are the fans paying like $50 for a ticket or like $1 for a ticket? Depends.
What-
So you know,
Whatever you saw, whatever you think
I
would
mean,
have.
look, if it's $1 for a ticket, then definitely I'm performing like how I would perform in that video. But if it's like something like it depends. To be honest, if I'm performing at a Best Buy, then definitely. But if I'm performing at like a little venue, maybe 30 to 50 people, then definitely I'm gonna go my heart out. You feel me?
Yeah.
If I perform in front of a bunch of crackheads, I mean, I don't really think my fans would be bothered with the way I perform in that video if I did it in real life. We all just gonna be a bunch of crackheads in a hot ass room, so it's only
All right. Along with that, um, if you when you start performing, honestly, because I can't even say if with you because you're destined to blow up. But when you start performing, um, where do you think your first performance would be?
where.
Yeah.
To be honest, I don't really mind like anywhere is fine. To be honest, like even if it's like a bar that holds like 100 people, hey, that works for me. I'm not really too hell bent on like, oh, I gotta perform at this venue or it's trash. Nah, like anywhere is fine. To be honest, if there are people that paid their own money to come watch me perform, then shit, no matter where it is, especially for my fan base that's been wanting a performance. Who am I to be like, oh, I gotta perform here? Nah, bro. Anywhere is fine.
Would you ever do like a world tour if you could?
Definitely, definitely. Though the thing is that I want like the fan base to grow enough for me to be able to like comfortably do a world tour, but definitely would be something that I'm interested in.
Yeah, because I've
There's a
noticed
lot.
that.
There's a lot of like niggas that listen to my music everywhere, bro. Like Poland for one. There's Australia, Poland, little places in Europe. You feel me? South America, definitely. North America, obviously, but yeah, Europe, Netherlands, Norway. So definitely, those are like those, and then some more places where I'm like, yeah, I definitely gotta go there.
Yeah. Okay. So um. So This is just a question I've been asking everyone I interview. Um. If you had an infinite budget, infinite creative freedom, not signed to a label or anything, what would you create?
If I had infinite budget,
Yep.
well, the label thing, I'm not signed to a label, so I can really do whatever the fuck I want. If I had infinite budget, mm, I don't know. I guess if I had infinite budget, I'd be able to invest in a lot of the visual ideas I have in mind for projects because, like, I have these cool stories and concepts, but they just require a level of what you call it, professionalism that I can't afford at the moment. That doesn't mean I won't make music videos, but it's just certain stuff that you can't like, certain stuff I can't really do without financial assistance. So my goal would be just to, but if I had infinite budget, I definitely do that. And I guess, I don't know, keep doing what I'm doing because apart from like certain stuff, now everything with the music is being done almost cost free. Like I mix and master my own shit. I sometimes create my own shit. Most of my music, well, most of my music, I created the beats and I record on my own time. So yeah, I got everything I need.
Yeah. Okay. So another question. Um. About your music and stuff. Um. So you've been talking a lot about an album recently, obviously. Um. So my question is regarding that. Um. In your YouTube posts for about a month or two now, you've been putting trees. Like it'll be the complete normal thing. Then you go down a little bit and you see a tree.
Yeah,
What what exactly does that mean?
that's a little thing I started with my YouTube community. They know me as the November free. It stemmed from November freestyle. So I yell out that trees ad lib, and I can't remember, but it was a comment that started putting it. I believe it was like Monroe from the Discord server. I'm not too sure what nickname he goes by now, but it was definitely like I believe it was him that started it, and then I picked it up, and then others picked it up. So yeah, it's like a OG thing, you know.
Alright, so there's not anything serious about that. Okay, great.
No, it's nothing too serious. It's just our little like emoji on the YouTube platform. It's a YouTube exclusive thing, anyways. So
Yeah. Um. You brought up Monroe from the Discord server, in which I know that this Monroe and the other Monroe are two different entities, I believe. Um. But I do wonder who is
Entities?
Monroe? Like
what do you
who
mean, like Monroe in the Discord or Monroe in my project?
in your project?
Oh, the girl I wrote the song Monroe's no romance for. I don't want to mention her name, so I put it as Monroe. But Monroe in itself is like it's both a girl and a concept, and that's what like you know because it like at face value it's like oh Monroe is a girl's name, it's a girl, but Romance Dawn was about the concept and the girl that I wrote that song for. So I picked Monroe, the name Monroe. I didn't want to say her name. I'm never gonna say her name because she still follows me. But I picked Monroe from Marilyn Monroe. And Monroe, essentially, it's a representation of your own definition of what perfection is. And so on that project, for me, perfection was number one, the girl. Number two, the achievement of your dream. So you can look at songs like Fly Away, Maestro, or Dawn, which focuses on like what my definition of perfection is once I can grasp my dream of becoming a successful artist. And Monroe is also uh nostalgia. So songs like Take Me Back, where it's like the good times is Monroe. So yeah, Monroe represents perfection, and however you see what perfection is to you, be it like, or maybe back in the good old days, or a girl or a boy you like, or just time with family, whatever you think a perfect moment in life is, that is Monroe.
All right. So, um, still speaking about Romance Dawn. Um, the song I had heard first from you, Son of the Morning. Um, it starts with a quote from Dr. Umar. I know that. Um, why did you decide to put that at the beginning of the song?
I just liked it. And plus the song is a mix is a bit of bravado in the song too. So I felt like it fit. And because I put that sample there last minute. A lot of the things on like Son of the Morning, like 50% of it was last minute decisions. That sample, since half of the song was bravado, I felt like saying, "Oh, I'm going to hospitalize you, coons," is just saying like, "Oh, my," and this is gonna sound like corny, but oh, my bars will like hospitalize or decapitate you fucks and shit like that. But I do understand why niggas see it as out of pocket. Hey, I don't blame y'all.
Okay, so I see that you're very direct with, even though things seem like out of pocket like on a surface level, under that there's some form of art, no matter what. Um, so with songs like Rebirth, um, well, actually, let's just get into Rebirth specifically. Um, with Rebirth, um, is there like a direct piece of art behind that?
Oh, yes and no. No, actually, yes. Yes. Because I made the beat for Rebirth before Son of the Morning even took off. And I was showing the beat to my friend, my best friend. I showed it to him and he was like, yo, you should drop this, you know? And I didn't have any lyrics at the time to the song. I showed it to him. He was like, yo, you should drop it. I was like, really? He's like, yeah, yeah, yeah. So I was like, hey, bet. And this was when December Freestyle dropped and it started blowing up on whatchamacallit, on Instagram. I was like, okay, I want to drop something. I'm gonna drop this song. It's about the end of the year. So, and like I think it was like 8 a.m. in the morning. I just like, I just woke up. I went up to the mic. I started like freestyling a bit. And, niggas think it's out of pocket when I say I got too much nut on my face. These niggas been feeling for way too long, right? But if you think about it though, like it's a bar, right? Because around the time when December Freestyle was blowing up, I had a lot of people telling me, yo, this is so good. Like, oh, keep pushing, you go. And so it just felt very overwhelming, right? And so it felt like, there were a lot of people on me. Like, and I essentially translated that to semen. And that's how we got that. But rebirth was essentially me telling myself, oh, okay, now I gotta find out what I am, because and I've been very open to it about my fan base. Like, look, y'all gotta understand, I'm still trying to discover what I am. I'm still trying to find my voice. I'm still trying to figure out, okay, what lane do I want to take? Like, I already know what my path, but like specifically what I want to do in this music stuff. And so that was the whole point of rebirth. It was like I've reborn. I'm in the process of being reborn. But I love the out of pocket shit. It makes me feel truly myself.
Hmm. Okay. Um. Also, speaking with like what things mean to you, I see you use the word like saving a lot, right?
Saving?
Yeah. Um. So with saving, what it like that word seems very important to you.
Can
That
you give me
that
an example? Saving. I don't remember.
um. Wait, no. What do you hear me saying?
You said I use saving a lot. The word
Oh no,
saving.
no. Like saving. Sorry, I
Savant.
yeah.
Oh.
I read this saving. My bad.
Well, what the word means to me.
Yeah.
Being the absolute fucking best you can be and not settling for mediocrity. That's what savant means to me. Oh, that rhymes. Fuck.
JoJo spitting bars on the fly.
Mm, it be like that sometimes. But yeah, that's what savant means to me. It's an ideology I try to instill within myself.
Okay, so with the song New World Anthem, I think around the end you say that you are Kanye. What
I do.
is that referencing? You do. You say I believe. Hold up. Let me go up to the.
Oh my goodness, I think I know what you're talking about. Shit. I am the Lord, or you reconcile others, say less, stay red. What was it?
I
I
place
am
a
the
fence
Lord.
30 crack spines on Ye West.
3 Cax spots on Ye West. Oh, it's essentially me saying like my visions and my ideals for like my production and my career is like Ye West. Of course, minus the Nazi and all the Heil Hitler stuff, but yeah, it's kind of like a comparison of like I'm so goaded and I'm so good, just like Ye. But I'm not like saying like I'm literally Ye. You know?
Yeah. Um. So, is there like a story behind Romance Dawn?
Uh, yes, I'm gonna keep quiet about that though. But There's a story. There's a concrete story, but I already told you like the inspiration behind Monroe and what that represents.
Yeah.
But there is a story, and like even in the project I want to drop this year, I'm gonna delve more into that story a lot more explicitly. But it's just kind of something that I want it to be a journey I take my fans on, exploring that story.
So like, are you planning on Monroe being a continuing like concept throughout your career?
As a concept, yes, but as the person, no. The Monroe, the person, ended with romance, but as a concept, it'll show up a lot in. It won't be explicitly said, but it'll show up in more of the albums. And like, if you really study it, you will know like what those when the concept of it pops up.
Okay. Well, I think I'm out of questions to ask. I think Eno might have some, maybe. I don't even know if he's here right now.
What?
Um, I don't know if you had questions about some of the crazier stuff that he says or not. So I'm pretty sure you said you did, but I don't know.
Yeah, I forgot.
Alright. Well, I guess we've run out of stuff to yap about. I
Okay.
think that's the end of the interview. Thank you for coming to be here with us, Jojo.
Hey, thank you for interviewing me. It's like my first interview. I feel honored.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't find honestly, I just decided I wanted to start off like
You
interviewing
there?
artists. Hmm?
Hold on. Oh shit. Can can you hear it?
I can hear you. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, my bad. That was my mistake.
you good.
But yeah,
Um,
thank you for having me. I really appreciate it. Shit.
yeah, I decided I wanted to like start with interviewing artists I already had contact with. Artists I've already what? Hi. Okay, bye. But I decided I wanted to start interviewing with the artists that like I already had connections with, and I had plenty of connections with you in the past. Pretty sure I told you I'd see you at Camp Flogna 2027 at some point, and I will never give up on that dream for you. Um, but overall, it feels honored to be talking to you like this right now, honestly. Like,
Yeah. Thank you.
um,
Appreciate
yeah,
that.
um, Jojo, all I have to say to you, um, as you leave, is um, I hope you continue to do what you're doing right now and find the artist you are and create the music that you love.
Thank you. I appreciate that for real. Like that us.
Yeah. Uh, you're welcome. Um, I love you. Not in a no homo. I love
Yo.
you. Though.
Yo.
I love you though. No
Ah
homo.
shit. Yeah, nah, bro. I love you. I love you too, gang. I love you too, gang.
All right.
All right.
I guess that's the end of the interview. Um, this will probably come out in like 2 or 3 days. Depends on if I want to edit it or not.
Depends on if I send it to you.
That too.
I just told you who I thought I was.
Fuck it, what a bitch thought. I'm the greatest rapper alive. This ain't no shit talk. Money pile up. Grammy nominated and my bitch hot like a Cheeto bitch I been for.